What happens when one of reality television's most talked about families opens its doors once again, and secrets unfold before the world's eyes? In The Kardashians, Season 5, drama runs high, emotions surge, and the focus falls squarely on Kourtney Kardashian. Was this the season where her voice finally became the loudest in the room? Or was it the season where family tensions reached their breaking point? In this top Kourtney Kardashian Season 5 recap, we step into the spotlight with the oldest Kardashian sister witnessing moments of conflict, triumph, and vulnerability that defined an unforgettable chapter in the series from the very first episode of Season 5. It became clear Kourtney Kardashian was not here to play a supporting role in her family's ongoing saga. The Kardashians, known for their sprawling empire, their relentless business ventures, and their uncanny ability to keep the world watching, now had a season where Kourtney's presence dominated. With every camera angle, with every conversation, she stood at the center of narratives that would both elevate and divide the family. This is more than just a recap, it's a journey into Kourtney Kardashian's most defining season yet. The narrative begins with tension brewing beneath the glossy surface of the Kardashian world. Season 5 brought viewers behind the scenes of Kourtney's ongoing struggles to balance her individuality with her family's ever-expanding empire. In moments where the cameras captured private conversations, her words cut through with honesty. This was not a woman content with being overshadowed. The top Kourtney Kardashian Season 5 recap makes it clear she was carving out her own narrative as the season unfolds. We see Kourtney confronting long-standing issues with her sisters, most notably Kim. The cameras lingered on tense exchanges, where years of unspoken grievances suddenly erupted into sharp words. Was this about business? Was it personal? The beauty of the Kardashians lies in that blurred line, and in Season 5, Kourtney Kardashian made it impossible to separate the two. Her decision to prioritize her life, her relationship, and her well-being sparked ripple effects across the entire family dynamic. This wasn't simply reality TV, it was a clash of identities, broadcast for the world. Kourtney Kardashian's journey in Season 5 also revealed another layer, the evolution of her relationship with Travis Barker. The world had already seen glimpses of their romance, but this season peeled back the curtain even further. What the audience witnessed was a woman unapologetically in love, yet also deeply protective of her boundaries. The documentary lens of this recap reminds us that Kourtney's love story wasn't just about romance, it was about redefining priorities in a family where work and personal lives had always intertwined. The soft moments, the shared glances, and the fierce loyalty between Kourtney and Travis became one of the season's emotional anchors. But with love came conflict. In the family's sprawling narrative, every choice creates waves. Kim Kardashian, ever the strategist, questioned whether Kourtney's focus on her personal life threatened the momentum of the empire. Was Kourtney turning away from the Kardashian brand? Or was she simply refusing to let the brand dictate her every move? This tension became one of the most dramatic arcs of the season, one that fans dissected episode after episode. It was here, in Season 5, that Kourtney Kardashian stood firm in the belief that family should come before business, even if it meant confronting her own sisters. The top Kourtney Kardashian Season 5 recap would not be complete without examining the quieter moments, those where vulnerability spoke louder than any argument. Cameras captured Kourtney reflecting on her role as a mother, her vision for a calmer life, and her desire to break free from constant judgment. The stark contrast between her need for peace and her family's endless pursuit of spotlight was striking. It begged the question, could Kourtney Kardashian truly exist within the Kardashians and still hold on to the serenity she craved? One of the defining episodes showed the family gathered for a high-stakes conversation, voices raised, emotions unrestrained. Here, the camera didn't flinch. Kourtney's frustration spilled over, her words echoing years of built-up tension. She accused her sisters of prioritizing fame and control over genuine connection. For the audience, this was a rare, unfiltered glimpse of truth, cutting through the Kardashian gloss. And in those moments, Season 5 cemented itself as a turning point in the saga. The dramatic storytelling of the Kardashians, T.O.P. of Kourtney Kardashian Season 5 recap reminds us of why this family remains such a cultural phenomenon. Viewers weren't just tuning in for glamour or business moves, they were invested in the cracks forming within the dynasty. Kourtney Kardashian became the voice of resistance, a figure unwilling to bend under the weight of expectations. She wasn't chasing perfection. Instead, she was demanding authenticity. As the season rolled on, we saw the impact of these confrontations ripple into every Kardashian venture. Business meetings were tinged with personal resentments. Family dinners became stages for unresolved conflict. And through it all, Kourtney held her ground. She wasn't afraid to step back when necessary, to walk away from the noise, even if it meant the world speculating about her absence. Her silence, at times, spoke louder than the chaos around her. Yet, Season 5 wasn't defined solely by conflict. In between the storms, there were moments of laughter, shared memories, and glimpses of the bond that has always kept the Kardashian family tethered together. Scenes of Kourtney celebrating milestones, embracing her children, and sharing quiet conversations with her sisters reminded viewers why this family has endured public scrutiny for so long. Love, complicated, messy, and sometimes painful, remained at the core. The emotional climax of Kourtney Kardashian's arc in Season 5 came when she finally articulated her truth. She did not need to be everything to everyone. In a family where expectations loomed larger than life, her declaration felt revolutionary. This was not resignation, it was liberation. For the audience, it was a lesson wrapped in reality television, that choosing yourself does not mean abandoning others, but rather setting boundaries that honor your worth. By the final episodes of Season 5, the audience had witnessed a transformation. Kourtney Kardashian, once painted as the sister on the sidelines, had become the focal point of the narrative. She wasn't louder necessarily, but she was clearer. Every decision she made, every confrontation she faced, contributed to a season that fans will remember as one of the most raw and revealing chapters in Kardashian history. So, what is the legacy of Season 5? In this top Kourtney Kardashian Season 5 recap, the answer lies in the paradox of family itself. The Kardashians, for all their fame, remain a mirror of human complexities. They argue, they compete, they clash, but they also love, reconcile, and grow. And Kourtney's journey through this season reminds us that even in the glare of fame, the struggle for selfhood is universal. As the credits rolled on the season finale, one could not help but wonder, what comes next for Kourtney Kardashian? Would her newfound clarity reshape the family dynamic in future seasons? Would the empire adapt to her vision of balance and authenticity? Or would the old patterns return, pulling her back into the cycles of tension and compromise? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, Season 5 belonged to Kourtney Kardashian. Her presence, her defiance, and her vulnerability made this season unforgettable. The top Kourtney Kardashian Season 5 recap does more than revisit episodes. It reminds us of the power of one woman's voice in a family that has built an empire on shared stories. And in the end, it is that voice, raw, unfiltered, and uncompromising, that may define not only this season, but the future of the Kardashians.